What's up, guys? Matthew, getting ready to watch the sixth episode of the third season of The Sopranos. I see that the title is University. That excites me. I hope we get some Meadow focus. I mean, I feel like this could be maybe a parallel or a nod to College from season one. And obviously, there's a major plotline going on with Meadow right now. The fact that she has that device. So I'm sure that the FBI is going to have to nab that. Which, in a college campus, college dorm, that could be quite interesting. And I hope we get that amazing Every Breath You Take remix thingy from the first episode, if the FBI are in this episode. But other than that, I'm going to hop straight into it. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd really appreciate it. I've got the full-length reaction up on Patreon. And if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I'd appreciate it if you subscribed. Let's get right into the episode. Yeah, sure. You can give your boss gifts. Oh, Ralphie. Is it Ralphie's kid, or is Ralphie just like this girl? By like, I mean, bada bing.
So Russell Crowe, I mean, he's trapped, right? They're gonna sever off his head.
Oh, what movie is this?
What?
I know. And then he yanks a sword from that dude.
Yeah.
That was so fat. What about when the guy gets hit with that spike thing?
Is this Gladiator?
Aaron Brockovich, that was a nice one.
I gotta watch that.
You did too. What are you talking?
There's so much stuff I gotta watch.
I'll leave them in the mailbox.
It's all right, we'll use my set.
I'll put them on the counter.
What am I, the invisible man here?
Hey. Hey, man. Your sister around?
She decided to stay at school and study. Any message?
No, just, hello.
Hello, what's up? You know what I'm saying?
When did you first notice me?
Oh, poor guy, man.
The way you talked, you know? Turned around to see who you were.
And?
Nothing.
What? Say it.
No,
Say
leave me
it.
alone, please.
Yeah, these agents are so uncomfortable right now.
You okay?
I went over to see that movie over at the student union. Old, like, horror film or something. Freaks.
Todd Browning, 1932.
Had all these horrible people in it with pointy heads and stuff. And this one guy...
Man, I gotta watch so many goddamn movies.
Caitlin, we talked about this. You can't keep exposing yourself to things that upset you.
I know, it's just... I mean, why is other people's pain a source of amusement?
It's how it always is. This is my amusement right here. Oh, she is having a rough time. She better not... Suicide.
I'm gonna head upstairs.
Oh, don't go on account of me.
I have that poli-sci paper anyway.
Thanks for ruining my night.
Where are you going?
The library.
Why can't we go to his room? Help her out. Care for her. I mean, it's not your job, but be a friend.
LA, New Jersey.
Oh, no. Are they gonna hear her doing something to herself?
Most guys wouldn't even give a shit.
Well, not most guys.
Oh, this poor girl in the dorm. Caitlin is... I'm very scared for Caitlin's well-being.
I can't believe you even remember that. You were like 9 or something.
Hey.
You have
Hello?
memories when you're 9. What do you mean?
Anyway, so when it opens, we are so there. You and me.
I know you're excited to see me, but try to control yourself.
I hate when people just move on. Him and Ralphie.
One's still a pain. She cries over, like, everything.
She probably misses her family, the poor thing.
Thank God for Noah, though. He's the only one that can calm her down.
And you did start this.
Did you see?
Carmel's got to bring this up in therapy
Rise to
again.
The bait, the Moulin. A lot of good it did me. Does anybody?
It's still going on.
Yes. She's a grown-ass adult. She can sex whoever she wants. This guy is wheeling and dealing.
Oh, look at that. It's like an ad for a fucking weight loss center. Before and way before.
That's fucking hilarious. Tony, what are you doing? Tony. Same. Fuck you, Ralph. Yo, I fucking love him. Oh. That is Patsy, right? Making sure I get the name right. Him and his brother.
Hey, Ralph.
Did he pregame?
Come on, man.
All right, come on. Put it down, Ralphie. Come on.
I am father. That thing. To a murdered, hey, come on, son, husband, a murdered wife. Jesus Christ. God damn it, Ralphie. Come on! Oops! My fucking eye, I'm blind! I'm blind!
What's the matter with you?
What are you, hopped up on something? It was an accident! Nothing, we were fucking around. It was an accident. Stop being such a cry.
He's like, dude. He's like a 10-year-old who accidentally hit his little brother.
Come on, pussy boy.
This guy.
I love him. He's insane. He's crazy.
I was up all night. You could have called or something.
Sorry, I didn't realize I need your permission to visit my house.
Sorry. It's just, I mean, I kept having this image of you in the hospital with your throat cut.
This poor girl is not suited. Well, obviously there's something going on in the personal life, but... Yo, I want to... What's up?
Oh, what I tell you about fraternizing?
I'm not. I was just showing Tony my braces.
Yeah? Well, I didn't shell out 3 crackers for you to be modeling your teeth. Get to work.
Whoa, this girl, what is she... What is the motive? Does she just want to get money up to Tony, close to Tony? Why are they talking about it like she's a horse? Like she's property, man. Obviously, it's the business, but still.
Give her some money.
Was you screaming me like that? Mary, Mary!
Caitlin.
Excuse me, miss. Miss.
I don't.
Not bad, Chrissy.
I don't know the situation, but because like I feel bad for her, but I'm in Meadow's situation. I'm getting annoyed. I don't know like the history.
What are you crying? Keep it up. I'll give you something to cry about.
Oh my God, Ralphie is despicable.
God. It was so horrible.
It's over, Caitlin, okay?
How can you be so callous? That was the most horrific thing ever.
Oh my God.
Noah and I took her out for her birthday. She's all depressed to begin with, and then she starts having conniptions over this homeless lady in the street.
Well, she's gonna be dead at some point. She's gonna walk in.
With Noah?
He's going up to Hampshire College with his friend from LA. He said he told me about it, but I know
He's getting some broads at Hampshire.
would just do that.
I don't know. I don't really know him.
And his friend Josh, I mean, I guess he's okay.
So you two are still dating then?
Hey.
You started this conversation.
The hygienist from Dr. Macera's called. You never scheduled your appointment.
I'm sorry, forgot. I'll do it.
And Jackie Jr. says hello.
Hey, Jackie Jr.
But he can be odd, you know. It's like 1 minute he's all affectionate, and then the next he's like a totally different person.
He takes his career seriously? Is that what we were speaking about?
Meadow, are you in love with this boy?
I don't know.
A little early. Only been a couple months, right? I guess that's not too... That's a long amount of time. Was this like a special 8-night event or something like that?
Tony, you have a second?
Leave me alone!
But there's no one else I can talk to. I'm pregnant. It's Ralphie's.
Hey. Kill it! Kill it!
Looks like he doesn't give a shit.
Do you ever think he's not acting?
What should I do? Should I keep it?
I don't get involved in affairs of the heart.
If I have it, do you think he'll help me support it?
Oh, sure. It'll be Father knows best over there. Look, you want my advice? You already got one kid. Problems with that, burning them with cigarettes, whatever the fuck you were doing.
I got hope for that. I had a lot of repressed anger. The county social worker says it all goes...
That's... Yeah, fuck this woman!
Whatever, okay? Your age, your situation, you need another kid like you need a fucking hole in the head. You're young, you still got your figure, you're making money.
So you think I should get an abortion?
Believe me, but Ralphie's the father if you do.
Oh, Ralphie is not gonna like this, and he's gonna hear about Tony talking to her, and he is going to blow the fuck up. Excuse you? See, why are these characters so good, and then they immediately turn to fucking shit? She's not a slave. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Meadow here?
She paged me. She's at her parents'.
Uh-oh.
Want to hang out?
I'm writing my...
Uh-oh.
Sit and study then. I'm fine, really. It's just, you know, it's creepy up there alone.
Oh, no. Oh, no, guys. This is horrible.
Now, if I just don't get freaked out by the sound of the pine trees at night.
I'm going to notice.
That's rude.
This not the kid. He's got...
He didn't even do that much, or she didn't even do that much.
This is a great gladiator movie. Look at Kirk Douglas's fucking hair. They didn't have flat tops in ancient Rome!
Yeah, this guy is obsessed.
Nothing's ever enough with her.
I mean, I know I'm the RA, but technically she's not even on my floor.
Guys, just move rooms if it's such a big problem. You're being very, very rude to her.
It's not that bad, okay?
I want options when I graduate, Meadow. I'm going to law school in 2 short years. A C- is fucked for me.
What are you talking about? They're not gonna notice one single C-.
Who's that?
Fuck sure I know.
Ralphie, open up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Ralphie.
I'm coming.
Where's Tracy?
She's busy.
Hey, Sil.
Put your shoes on.
Oh. What'd I say?
I don't know. What'd you fucking say? 3 days she missed work.
Why does Silvio look so badass?
I called your house. Your mother says you haven't been there for 2 days either.
I would see it. Ralph's taking care of me.
Scrazziata, you got a little kid at home.
Our mother's watching him!
Mind your fucking business.
Silvio, be careful. There you have a rabid dog behind you.
And where do I get my fucking balls?
Dude, why does his lip stick out so much?
What's the matter with you? Huh?
Come on, calm
How
down.
many girls with kill play opportunity you got?
What, working for you?
Oh, go ahead. Keep it up.
Give me a break. In 2 seconds, I could get a job at any other...
Okay, Sylvia. Ralph is fucking horrible.
I asked you a question. Yeah, now get in the car.
Do you see what I mean? Silvio, he's so cool, he's so this, he's so that. Obviously, he's a mobster, he kills people. But I fucking hate when women get abused.
Swear to God, we can have an entire conversation, but if that TV's on...
This show has got to be the highest percentage of eating on screen.
Guy from Wings, you know him?
He did his deal for Fugitive. Usually I enjoy a late in New York. 5 hours without interruptions. It's the only time I get to do some real work.
Unbelievable. He flies first class. Personal...
I don't know. I feel like Meadow... I don't know. I don't know why I keep saying I don't know, but... She doesn't... I don't think she'll be that entertained, if that makes sense. This episode is so intercut. And... I don't know if I'm finding an immediate, like, is there parallels that I'm missing here?
Order against her.
What? You're kidding, right?
You obviously don't know my father. He totally freaked when he heard about the C-.
That is absolutely horrible.
Well, I mean, couldn't you try talking to her first?
At this point,
She thinks we're her friends.
you have to set limits.
Yeah, Meadow ain't rocking with this. He's kind of a little too uppity. Too cookie cutter, maybe?
Commemorating my husband's last thoughts, you give me cows with halos and Indians making love?
Dude, he is so loud.
Costa says, those are your husband's last thoughts.
Is Ralph and Caitlin the same person?
Oh, what, not even a hello?
Fuck you, asshole.
Oh, that's nice. Very nice.
Go beat her.
Up to a man in front of his friends?
Yeah, right. What man?
Oh, a double. Oh.
Stop it. Stop it. Dude, he's going to kill her.
Women, women, women. Why was I born handsome instead of rich?
Don't fucking beat her.
Leave me alone.
What's the matter with you? What are you being like this for?
Fuck you. 3 days you don't call, even to see how I am.
Baby, I'm busy. I gotta work. How else am I gonna take care of you when you're 9 months pregnant?
You serious?
Of course I'm serious.
I do not believe this motherfucker whatsoever.
We'll get a little house.
He's gonna kill her.
In Cold Spring. I know that guy who was a mortgage broker.
Really? Ralph,
Guys, I'm scared.
I love you.
I love you too, baby.
I'm very scared.
If it's a boy, we'll name him after me. If it's a girl, we'll name it Tracy after you. This way she can grow up to be a cocksucking slob, just like her mother. Are you out of your fucking mind?
Get him, motherfucking piece of shit!
That's right. That's right. Get
Dude, he's gonna kill her!
out, you little hooah.
He just upped Christopher. That pronunciation of hua might be the all-time great pronunciation. Dude, he's gonna accidentally kill her.
It make you feel good? You feel like a man?
Oh my god. Fucking stop. I love how this show makes me hate and feel uncomfortable.
Give me a fucking drink. What happened to you? Oh,
I beat the britches off of her.
she slipped. We were arguing, I don't know. She fell.
She's bleeding out on the fucking sidewalk.
Holy fucking shit. Get a sheet, Chrissy. Cover that up.
Fucking Ralphie, man. I told you, he's a problem. He's a rabid Wolverine. Oh, she slept. Oh. Chew this guy out, please. That's why you didn't get that fucking promotion.
You motherfucker, how fucking dare you?
Take it easy.
You don't think. You disrespect this place.
You
That's the
fucking
reason why
kill a
you passed
pregnant
the fuck
woman.
over.
It's my fault she's a klutz.
Beat his ass harder.
You out of your fucking mind laying your hands on me?
This is the boss and his family.
Shut the fuck up. I'm a main guy.
Come. We gotta get you out of here.
Place open?
No! Fuck!
Get the fuck out of here, Ralph.
Fucking Ralphie, man. Break up with him. I don't know. He probably wants, his dad probably wants him to cut her off too.
What? I think we need to talk. I think that maybe we've been seeing too much of each other.
That is Rizzy right there.
Why?
He kinda.
Things were going so good.
Look, honestly, you're too negative. It's like you have this underlying cynicism.
Dude, he's so cookie cutter, man.
I really didn't want to get into this.
You got to. Give her at least the decency and respect. Be honest.
So things are better then? Since our first session?
Yes! More! I need so much more. I could have a whole fucking hour session. Just be one therapy scene.
Aim to talk more easily.
Was he gonna talk about the shit?
Anthony, Carmela is here. She's giving up her time to talk about your panic attacks.
A young man who worked for us, our own sanitation, he died.
He's changing up the fucking story.
You don't know. He died, that's all. Work-related death. Sad when they go so young.
Oh, Tony's showing emotion. Come on, tell the truth. I want more. Give me, Sopranos. Give me more.
God, is there nothing to eat in this house?
You took everything. Why is everyone in the show just show their emotions so like heavily? I don't know how to. Okay, guys, that was episode 6. I loved that episode. Okay, yeah, real quick, okay, because I'm new to this. I would say I'm still new. I've been doing videos for like 6 months now, I think. Do you guys want me to keep saying that was a great episode? I don't know the etiquette. I don't want to annoy anyone. But that I just say it how I see it. That was a phenomenal episode. And I talk about like how good the characters are as often as I possibly can. It's just like their ability to have like A plot, B plot, C plot. It works fucking perfectly. I loved getting a lot of Meadow there. It's tough. And I'm not gonna pick like a favorite way of doing things. But you know, some shows give you like one scene, 1 or 2 scenes of a character every episode of a season, and then some shows give you they're not in the show for like 6 episodes, and then like the 4 they're in, they have a lot of screen time. I don't know which one I prefer. I mean, in my personal opinion, I think that the greatest structure of any show, and I'm talking like A plot, B plot, and the way they showcase characters. My favorite show of all time in that regard is Game of Thrones. I feel like the way that they're able to juggle like 7 or 8 major plots into almost every episode is phenomenal. But at the same time, I think that like emotion wise, it hits harder when you get like an almost full episode dedicated to a certain character. I felt like this Ralphie plotline, and then also the Meadow plotline was phenomenal. And then also, as every episode does, it pushes Tony along. But the Ralphie stuff was, oh my god, like, again, and I talk about it every episode. There, this show is so good and so emotionally complex that I don't even know how I feel most of the time. Because in a normal show, like, there's a bad guy or an antagonist or something like that, and I like him. You know what I mean? But in this show, I kind of hate everyone, but then I also kind of love everyone because they're so well written and they're so complex and the characters are so quality. But at the same time, even though they're well written humans, they're bad humans. So I then revert back to hating them. But then they also do something that makes me sympathetic towards them, and then they go and fucking kill a young woman. So, but Ralphie, I love. He's such a good antagonist, and I really hope he lasts. Because I'm scared. I mean, so far the seasons, season 1 and season 2, I've only seen 2. Obviously, they're very contained, if that makes sense. You know, I feel like season 2 was mostly about Pussy, and Richie, and then season 1 was mostly about Livia and Junior. This season feels very Ralphie heavy. So I don't know if Ralphie is going to die at the end of the season, like within the season. I would want him to last longer because he's so goddamn entertaining. Like, I don't know. Another thing I've spoken about a lot on this channel. I love feeling like emotions when I'm watching stuff. You know what I mean? I love feeling like happiness, sadness, crying, emotion, whatever. My favorite sort of feelings are negative ones. I don't know why. But I feel like, to me, it hits so hard, if that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's... I was going to say I feel like it's easier to make you feel a positive emotion more than a negative one. I'm not quite sure about that, because I could list 20 different examples of the contrary. But this show's ability to make me so uncomfortable and seethe with intense rage at such human stuff, like shit like domestic abuse and racism and stuff like that. Obviously, as I'm sure everyone who's watching, I don't like those things. It's hard to watch those things. But at the same time, the show is so good, my eyes are glued to the screen. And I know I talked about it last episode. It's so different because most shows, I feel like, don't focus on those ideas and ideologies so heavily. You know what I mean? At least from what I've watched. Stuff like racism, I haven't experienced a show where the main character is a blatant racist. I haven't really experienced a show before that showcases domestic abuse and abuse towards women so like commonly. But it makes sense because I'm watching a bunch of absolute assholes. So I don't know, man. I don't know. This show makes me feel so many emotions, and I love it. I absolutely love it. There's nothing better. I don't know if I liked that episode. Well, I gotta stop comparing. Like, I think I'm only gonna compare episodes to other episodes on a rewatch, because my first time watching, every episode is genuinely fantastic. Like, perfect. Like, I have no complaints. They fly by like that. I don't feel like it's rushed at all. It's never too slow. It's perfect. It's perfect with the emotions and the acting and the writing. I mean, already I would say 2.5 seasons, and this is one of the best shows I've ever watched. Um, I think I spoke to you guys a couple episodes ago. I ranked it. I placed it into a ranking. I think it was like it was in my top 20 shows already after season 2. Still probably around there because certain shows like a Fargo, it's not better than Fargo because I've only watched 2.5 seasons. After a couple more seasons, Sopranos will 1000% surpass Fargo for me. I'm so interested to see if it gets up there, like how far this show can go. Just being like very honest and blatant, I think that the highest it can possibly go is my third favorite show, which right now is well, it can, if it keeps up this quality, I feel like I could see a world in which it easily becomes my fourth favorite show. My fourth favorite show right now of all time is Better Call Saul. It could. My third favorite show of all time is Vinland Saga. It could definitely surpass that show. And with Vinland Saga, it's only 2 seasons, so far. But very honestly, there's no shot that it can really pass season 1 or my favorite show of all time, Attack on Titan, and my second favorite show of all time, Lost, just because of the genre. And those are my two favorite shows, favorite pieces of fiction at all, and they're within my favorite genre, sort of mystery. So, but quality-wise, this could be the best show I've ever watched. Not necessarily my favorite. Their ability, and I keep talking about it, their ability to make me feel is unrivaled. Like, specifically the negative emotions. The negative emotions, and then the ability to pull me back in, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like a normal show with not subpar writing, but just average writing, would have someone cheat on their wife, and then I would hate them for the rest of eternity. With someone like Tony, it's harder than that because it's so much more complex, and it's such a human struggle that I don't know. I just don't know. My emotions change. I call out other characters for being up and down, or you know what I mean, forward or backward. I'm the same way. You know what I mean? I'm just hypocritical here. They're playing me like a fiddle. That's how like emotionally complex the show is. It's almost manipulative, and I love it. Like, they make me feel something, and they immediately make me feel the other way. I will say, I feel like we're in line for an AJ episode pretty soon. We need one, most definitely. And then also, I'm gonna say this, not a complaint as in like the quality, like they're doing something wrong, because I know what this show is doing. Like, they're trying to hold what I want back. Same thing with episode 4, which I think is one of the best shows or best episodes of the show. Like, I know what I wanted, and I know that they knew that I wanted it, and they didn't give it to me. They took it. They withheld it from me. So they're doing the same thing with this. I need more therapy scenes with Tony and Carmela. Like, it's something that I need. I don't want one per episode. I want it all. I would take a whole episode of just therapy scenes. Obviously, I feel like it's going to be like that for a while, until maybe near the end of the season it culminates in sort of a big explosion there, like a big 10-minute fantastic fucking scene. And I am so excited for it. Like, so excited for it. I would be interested, because I feel like there's 6 seasons here, it would be very interesting if it's sort of like the therapy evolved, if that makes sense. Where the first 2 seasons, it's only Tony in therapy, and then seasons 3 and 4, you know what I mean, it's Tony and Carmela together, and then maybe season 5 we just get Carmela, or maybe someone like Christopher starts going and we get scenes of him in therapy. That would be really goddamn good. I can picture a scenario in which something happens to Chris, maybe Adriana leaves him, or Adriana dies, or something like that, and Tony recommends a therapist to talk to, or something along those lines. I could definitely see that happening. Oh, man. This is so goddamn good. Ralphie is so... Oh my... He's so scary. He's so scary. Because he's not like a big threatening force, if that makes sense. He's not like... Like, I'm not gonna be scared of him walking down the street. He seems like a normal ass, regular human being whom flips into a rabid Wolverine at the flip of a dime. Okay, like no hesitation. He's scary, dude, and I like the anger issues. I think it's funny. I would think that Ralphie's anger issues feel like they're definitely more, at least, violent than Tony's. But I always love when Tony's like, well, that's why you didn't get the raise. It's almost like hypocritical, but I 100% fully back him up with that idea. I feel like Ralphie is someone who is very smart. He is someone who is capable, but he is just controlled by anger issues and obsessions. And oh my, dude, and that's going back to the scary thing. He's like a normal human, and he just like that, and he is a villain, a pure villain. Man, he is so fun. What's that actor's name too? He is incredible. He is absolutely incredible. The antagonists in the show are top notch, like top notch. I think season 1 antagonist Livia, Junior a little, but I would say mostly Livia. Season 2 Richie, season 3 Ralphie. I mean, these are some of the all-time great TV villains in my opinion already. And I think what makes it great is I misspoke there. I wouldn't even say villain, because in my opinion, if you're classifying something as a villain, there needs to be a hero, and there is no hero. Tony is not a hero. He's not a protagonist you should look up to. He's not a good person. Okay, he is also just as shitty. Okay, it's our main character, so it's who we root for. It's who we follow, who we feel more sympathetic towards. And I love that feeling. I think of something like a Breaking Bad. And especially for people's first watch, they root for Walter White. When he's a shitty human, like he's a really bad human from the start. Like, and because he's the main character and because you watch his sort of journey, his evolution, you feel connected to him and you sort of root for him and you want him to succeed. And then on your 3rd and 4th and 5th rewatch, kind of fucking hate the guy. Like why did I care about this son of a bitch? And I feel like this is not a negative towards Breaking Bad, but I feel like this. I'm gonna praise Sopranos here. That those feelings I feel on the first watch, with Tony and with Carmela and with literally every single character, every major character. I have these feelings. They're without a doubt, when it comes to complex characters, this is the best show of all time. With that, focusing on that idea. And not necessarily having the most complex character. I'm talking about how the ensemble is so phenomenal. It's so incredible. Definitely one of my all-time great. Probably, I don't even know what the exact classification of an ensemble is. My favorite ensemble of all time is Lost, just because I've watched it 883 million times. It's my favorite show of all time, like I've said. The live action. But this show, it's giving it a run for its money, quite honestly. I have never felt so... Again, I don't want to say connected, but... I can't even formulate the words. I feel anger, and I feel hatred, and I feel sadness, and I feel empathy, and I feel every single feeling to every single character. And for that, I have to give the show the biggest props that I can. It holds me on with every sentence, with every word, with every glance, with every look. The cinematography is great. That's another thing. I think, quite honestly, and this is a rarity, I think the cinematography is the worst aspect of the show. And it's excellent. It's great cinematography. I wouldn't say it's all-time great cinematography. I'm not saying it's one of the greatest pieces of fiction I've ever seen on that aspect. But it's great. It's consistently great. And it's easily the part of the show that I care about the least, if that makes sense. I think of a show like Fargo. I feel like I only talk about Fargo. And there's a reason. I only talk about Fargo and Breaking Bad. And I'm gonna say it again. I say it like every three or four episodes. Please do yourself a favor and go watch Fargo. Artistically, it is one of the most creative shows I've ever watched. Specifically, seasons 2 and seasons 4. And it also has great characters like that. So please, 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 please go and watch Fargo. I think that's gonna be it for this episode. I cannot wait for the next one. Next one's episode 7. That one's gonna be probably midweek, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, something like that. But I am excited to watch it, and I will see you guys then. If you guys like the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I'd appreciate it. I've got the full length reaction up on Patreon, and if you guys like the content I put out on the channel, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe. You guys have a good one.